Welcome to another edition of Dock Talk. We want to talk about on-market versus off-market waterfront real estate and which offers the greatest potential. So first off, let's define what's on-market and off-market.
Anything that's considered on-market is going to be a property that an owner has signed a listing agreement with an agent. They are formally advertising their property through an MLS system. So that would be considered an on-market property. Do get the question when I mention off-market properties, people, which is it really for sale?
Exactly.
But the answer to that, when we're saying something is off-market, is yes, it is for sale, but it's not being advertised to the general public. That is, it's not going to show up on Zillow. It's not going to show up on Realtor.com. That's the difference between being on-market and off-market.
And we sometimes call those pocket listings, is what we hold them as listing agents. And it's where the seller has chosen not to put it on the MLS. They've chosen to let us market it on our website and privately, but not on the MLS system. But you know, sometimes the advantages to it, sometimes so you don't accumulate days on market in the slow times of the year, seller will choose to do that and then wait till, the hot season or when buyer action starts picking up to put it live in the MLS at that time. So those are advantages. And the advantages for, a buyer is, of course, appraisal district may not find out what they paid for it if they purchase it.
That's a huge benefit. I talk about that all the time. There's a property on this lake right behind us that I showed over the weekend, and the county has it assessed for half of what the market value is. And that is a difference in $45,000 a year in taxes.
Exactly.
It's not a guarantee that the county doesn't catch up, but if you do something off market and you can conceal the sales price, that can be a huge financial benefit for a buyer.
We're getting a lot of potentials for the off markets or positives. So
yes.
Tell us, Austin Luxury Network.
Yeah.
What is that?
So Austin Luxury Network is a private MLS. It's actually not part of any of the other major MLSs. And in fact, if you have a listing that you want to put on there, it can't be on another MLS. But it also has to be at least $1.5 million. So, we're looking at some, luxury homes.
Yeah. And it's not just Austin, correct?
I would say it's actually grown into like the central Texas market. I've seen some stuff in San Antonio. I've seen some stuff down here in New Braunfels.
Yeah.
See a ton of stuff in Highland Lakes. There's actually one on Lake Buchanan right now,
yeah,
which is really nice. And then a ton on Lake Austin and Lake Travis.
Can the public see those listings?
No.
No.
Got to be with a agent that's part of that group.
Are
like
there
me.
many lake houses that are listed through this Austin Luxury?
Oh my gosh. Yes, there's probably close to 100 of them right now.
Wow. Each one of these guys gave a pro for the off-market opportunities. Obviously, if you're searching Zillow, you don't have access to it all. 20 to 30% of what we sell never hits the MLS. So if you're searching just Zillow, or you're using an out-of-town agent, part-time agent, a non-waterfront agent, if you're not using us, you're missing out on 20 to 30% of what you could actually purchase. So having access to off-market properties is very imperative if you want to find that perfect lake house. Tune in next time where we'll be on the dock where it's hopefully a little bit warmer.